and it just starts. So
that box looks bigger than mine. That's what Nate said. The box looks bigger.
no, it's a regular Sierra.
Where's the camera is making it look that way, but I was thinking that the box looked smaller.
No, it's
Okay, so stick it up next to Hero's Quest.
here's like Hero's Quest.
It is smaller.
No, it's the same design.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay.
So
I think how close to the camera he had it.
yeah, no, it's just the same, like smaller box they used generally in the 80s.
He has. Yeah, we've seen your collection on the video, and we definitely could tell you are like us. You have a lot of adventure games.
Here's my special one. So this is the original Heroes Quest we had from probably about 1989 or 1990. It's kind of hard to see with the light. Got some rips and tears and stuff. This one is the where they had to rename it from Heroes Quest to Quest for Glory 1. This one is probably one of the rarest, more rare games I have in my collection.
Okay, hang on. He said, I have both those two, not as many as I would like. 1988, and 89. I have that. And he said, really, for that one.
Yeah.
For the
So
last
this came
one,
out
I'm
in
just
this came out
so
in
you can see it.
'89. But yeah, this one I don't see the Quest for Glory 1 EGA. I don't see it come up that often.
I didn't realize the EGA Quest for Glories were rare. Was rare.
I generally don't see it come up very often. I've seen occasionally somebody might have like a larger collection and they'll sell it along with it, but it doesn't pop up nearly as often. But sometimes it might depend. It depends on the game and stuff. Like one of the series I've been trying to collect for, and one of the last ones is the Police Quest collection, and Police Quest 2 has been rare to get, and it generally doesn't pop up very often. Some of the other games are more often than others. But so it just sort of depends, and you just have to kind of keep looking and stuff like that and try to find a decent deal. Like when I first bought Freddy Farkas back in, I think about 2005, I got into a bidding war with someone and I lost. And then about a week later, I was able to get it again for pretty cheap, $5 or something like that. And the thing where it was even better was the person I bought it from had a whole bunch of other Mac Sierra games and sold those to me as well. So I was able to get, I think, King's Quest V, Space Quest 4, Freddy Farkas, maybe, no, not the Quest for Glory one. I had already had that one. But quite a few Mac versions of Sierra games.
I think my rarest that I still own is a sealed copy of Albion. I have a Police Quest 2. That one took me forever to find. Again, was Police Quest 1 VGA version. And Mac Sierra games are hard to come by. And real quick, Kitty, how you doing? How's everything feeling with the... oh, you just hit that camera.
That's a light.
Sorry, with the light.
Yep.
You just hit that light.
VGA.
Yeah, that one.
Yep. This one I was able to get for not a horrible price, so.
Took him months to find the copy. Anyway, how are you doing with your wisdom tooth? I hope you're doing okay. All right, you tipped that camera.
Just do it.
That light. Okay. All right. The copy I got was decent, but the box is tatty.
Yeah, that's the other thing, that sometimes trying to find certain boxes and stuff like that.
Or where they're stored, right?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody might store them in their garage. It might be in a box. They probably forgot about them. Maybe they were their kids.
Yeah. Then there's like some, like the white box of this white box, the Quest for Glory 4. It was kind of ripped there. The purple box always seems to be in a not great condition. So it's always, and this was a kind of an unusual box for Sierra. It doesn't really seem to match up really to any of their other game boxes of the time. And this one just tended to get kind of bent, sort of like it was a game board. like a board game box or something.
Instead of a better quality.
Yeah, and pretty much every single version of this I see people selling, it always looks kind of dinged up and scuffed. And
well, he said I had signed the boxes of all the Sierra games I had. I wish I had the one I had as a kid, but my high school girlfriend sold it along with my... Really? And my purple box is a disaster. I thought that game was new when it came out, and the box was tatty when I bought it. Yeah. Oh, that is definitely the way it is, huh? All right. On to...
They're open. Not that it does me any good.
Okay, it's time to get the...
Yeah, well, we have to go to Mosley. I think we have to go in and steal his passport.
Okay.
And I guess we go and steal that hat again. Maybe when we finally see, like, oh yeah, because he jokes about seeing that hat in.
How do we get out of this view?
Move or you back up.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, remember the.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get over to Mosley, or I'm gonna try here.
Yeah, another thing about trying to collect some of the various games, does it come with all the little parts and pieces inside?
I love to do the show and tell.
Like in Leisure Suit Larry 1, there was like a little napkin that said like Lefty's Bar on it or something. And I saw somebody on a Facebook group trying to sell their version that they had for like $125. And at first I was cringing, like, no way. And guy sold it like that because it had all this stuff in it. And then when I look at just other copies of Leisure Suit Larry 1 online, yeah, that's probably actually not too horrible, considering those are incomplete copies. Years ago at Half Price Books, I was able to get Leisure Suit Larry 2 for $20, and at that time I thought that was probably a little more than I would have expected, but they probably knew what they had, so just sometimes use the mouse. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get back to the hotel, and I can't get there because...
You're going backwards.
Oh, well, that's why I can't get there. Oh, I was right there with the hotel. All right. I thought I was across the way from the hotel. All right, let's go see. Let's try to get Mosley. Do we, like, ring the bell down here or something like that to get his attention, or do we have to go find him in his room?
Just go to his room. So one thing that's great about my copy, this is the Amiga version, too, of Space Quest 3. I still have the cutout for the Andromedan mask. So not even used. How great is that?
It's pretty great.
The thing I loved about the Space Quest manuals is they tended to be kind of silly and goofy. This one even has like little cuddle with the critters at Nimbus 3 petting zoo, like little cartoons and stuff like that. So this is one thing that is just too bad that is really lost with just digital downloads, and not just games, but things like music and stuff like that. Apple tried in a way to do their iTunes LP to be able to say, well, okay, you can still have like this other content, things like if you had like Led Zeppelin albums like Physical Graffiti or Led Zeppelin 3, and there's some cool stuff you can kind of do with it, or the fold outs and stuff.
And what is it, Matt?
My Colonel's Bequest still has the Tulane University pad and the pencils sealed in plastic wrap.
Yeah, I have it, but there's a few things missing out of it. I think there's supposed to be a map that's not there. The little decoder, red decoder thing is also missing, I believe. Yeah, I think it did have the notepad. I don't think the pencil's probably gone, but it's probably just like a golf pencil. Oh, no, so there's no eraser on golf pencils. Maybe that's just like don't you?
Unfortunately, the poor guy looks exactly the same.
Okay, look around the room.
Should I talk to Mosley first?
Yeah, sure. Oh, passport.
Say, you got a passport, Mose?
Right here, doofus. Why?
Oh, just want to make sure you keep it on you. You know what they say about hotel rooms in Europe.
No. What do they say?
Don't leave your passports in them.
Right. Well, Maddie already told us to keep 'em handy, but thanks so much for your concern.
So if his passport is in his back pocket, I don't think there's an eraser on the end of the tiny little pencil with the pad with the colonel's bequest.
I don't think
will
so.
have to take a look. We'll have to look. Okay. Oh, so I don't know how we're going to get Mosley's
But I'll
passport.
look around or see if you have to do something to get it from him.
Hi, I'm Mosley. Wanna, come back to my room?
Saw a guy, he sold off Space Quest 1 through 5, and he had signed box copies, sold for over $1,200.
Holy crap.
And he still had like the stuff in them, including like
He had the signed box copies,
including the
coupon.
coupons in Space Quest 1. And I think he had the Andromeda mask from Space Quest 3, but I think it was punched out.
Oh.
But
I don't. Oh, okay. That is still saying the same thing.
oh, this one also came with free Prodigy. This is, of course, the
Mosley
one with
must
the,
be
I
up
think it
to
was supposed to be a
something if he's carrying
57
around his briefcase.
Chevy or something on the front.
Ooh, I
It's
don't
not the
want to see
black
Mosley's
box copy. I don't
briefs.
know if there was a black box copy of Space Quest 2.
Cleanest spot in the room.
So you have to like go behind Mosley and pickpocket him or something, but
Getting behind anything right now is awkward. Yeah, maybe you can. Is it in his jacket? Yeah, it's right here. Isn't it?
Unfortunately, the poor guy. I thought I smelled. They're not in my size, color, or decade. Color me paranoid, but I think he'd get a bit suspicious if I took it in front of him. That jacket is about as Mosley as you can get. I can't think of anything to talk to Mose about at the moment.
So, why did it take you 6 months to play it, Nate?
Mosley's executive suite. Ooh, I don't want to see Mosley's briefs.
yeah. So there's something about that. I can't remember if we have to distract him.
Maybe we have to.
I'd say if anything, maybe see
Now
if you can get the
that's
hat
what
out
I miss
of the,
about living alone. Pure, unrepentant
I thought we
sloth.
went. I thought we went to the hat in
See?
the.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't pick it up.
Get out of here, you wanker.
Get out of here, ya wanker. Alright. Is escape gonna do me? No. So, how bad could this be? Just get down the steps. And out the door we went again. Well, those ladies are there now. I wonder if they'll talk to me.
I
31st.
noticed y'all moving suitcases around upstairs. Was there a problem with your room?
Oh, my, yes. But that wasn't why we moved, Lily. No. Mr. Barza kindly offered to exchange with us. He's a Muslim, you see, wanting to be facing east and all that. Well, Estelle and I are very much in favour of supporting the cultural differences between us, aren't we, darling?
Yes, Lily. And it's a much nicer room. It's larger and has a balcony.
Of course, I do.
I don't
appreciate
understand.
the
How could it have a
sacrifice.
balcony?
But then there are two.
So you
of
averaged
us,
about
only
5
one
hours a
with
night
Mr.
for 2
Barza.
years.
And I'm sure
Why
he
did it
seems to
take
stuff
me
the
6 months to
others.
finish Gabriel Knight?
least
Full-time
so
job,
far,
full-time college, had girlfriend, had much
Yeah.
time for anything else.
I've,
was going to school from
heard
7 to 3:30 every weekday and working 4 p.m. to 10. Ah, well, you were busy. And that makes tons of sense to me. Definitely.
Shouldn't that painting be in the dining room? No, that would make too much sense.
Think we might be done with these ladies?
They're busy map gazing.
So anyway, so you're gonna make some eggs. So you got to play maybe 2 hours a week. Yeah, when I was in college, I can't wait until I can eat real food again. So you're still not able to. I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go out. Jed wants me to get out of here. So you're still not able to eat real food again. You're still really sore and swole. Yep, I know. I know that it's hard. Believe me. I think the museum is over here. The stitches probably only just dissolve. It's going to be 2 or 3 weeks before you can eat what you want. Gotcha. I'm always kind of envious of the people that sit there and say that I've got my wisdom teeth out and I was eating fried chicken the next day. I had a friend who used to brag about it. It's like, you sure? I just got my wisdom teeth and there's no way in hell I'm eating fried chicken. Okay, where in the hell is this museum? You know what's funny is Rene de Chateau is not that big, but it's really awkward to play with the keyboard with my left hand and everything like that. So even my bottom was going into the jawbone, so it even hurts too wide or too. Yeah. I'm keep getting stuck on a pole, Chad. Freaking can't ever go this way. And I'm positive this is where the damn museum is. See, I keep getting stuck on a freaking pole. Well, that's because I was going the wrong way, yeah? Did you go through the alley? I couldn't get around the corner. So anyway, I understand, and I hope you feel better soon. And seriously, you eat when you're ready to, okay? So Nate explained to us why it took him so long. He was in college and working full time.
Oh yeah, that's when I first bought this. I was in college, and it'd be like
hotel clerk.
Friday night was about the only time I had to play games. And
even then, you felt guilty. You should be studying instead of playing games.
That's being in the university. So,
all right, go ahead and get in there and see about that.
Whoops.
You want to look at the lost and found and see if you can take it.
Is he going to take it now?
I suppose this hat might be useful.
Okay, so now that we can take the beret. Back at work on Tuesday, not sure how it will go. We'll be on the table to talk much.
Yeah, when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, I think it took about 4 days before I could get back to you about normal
I don't have
foods.
anything else to say.
How many days has it been for you now, Kitty?
I don't think there's really anything.
There's other people that, they feel pain differently. It bothers them more, And then there's the ones that say, oh, I never feel any pain. Okay.
Oh, there's stuff on this side too.
Oh. Okay. Berenger Saunier was born and raised in Rene Le Chateau in a town called Montarch. Monticelle. He was ordained and appointed to the Rene Chateau in 1885 at the age of 33. So I think that doesn't come available until you've reached a certain part of the game. For 6 years, Saunier struggled on a starvation salary. He managed to ease a little money from the locals. Raise a little money from the locals to restore the decrepit church. He began the work in 1891 and was dismantling the altar when he found a hollow in an ancient Visigothic pillar. the one, right? Inside the hollow, Saunier found 4 parchments in wooden tubes. The parchments were said to be 2 genealogies on 2-sided parchment containing Greek scripture and the confession of an Abbé Bijot, abbey of the René de Chateau in 1789, and confessor of the Blancfort family. So you had your surgery on Wednesday. That's about right. You should hopefully have a turnaround here. Saunier took the discovery to his superior, the Bishop of Carcassonne, and the bishop sent him to Paris, where he stayed for 3 weeks. In Paris, he was introduced to the various persons known to be involved in esoteric and occult circles. He paid to have copies made of several paintings in the Louvre. Saunier took his discovery. Oh no, that's the same thing. When Saunier returned to René de Chateau, his fortunes had changed. He began spending vast sums of money. He had a lavish villa built for himself and his housekeeper, Marie Denoid, and then added a strange tower overlooking the valley.
Sounds like a payoff.
Saunier built a road and a water system for the town. He refurbished the church in garish and unorthodox manner. He gave money away and spent a fortune on his friends, although a later superior demanded he name the source of his wealth. Saunier was excused from such explanation by the Pope himself. So I was wondering how the church was going to handle his surprising little windfall of wealth.
Well, I'm thinking it's he found something very interesting, and
they want to hush him up.
Yeah.
It's this one. Saunier also did some unaccountable things, such as destroying several of the tombstones in the local graves and defacing other ancient local inscriptions. Distinguished and mysterious visitors came to see Saunier at the René de Chateau, including the Archduke Johann von Habsburg, cousin Johann von Habsburg, the cousin of the Austrian emperor. And finally,
It's not funny.
Saunier died. Saunier died suddenly of a stroke on January 17, 1917, at the age of 65. His death came only a few days after Marie Denoid ordered the casket. Though Marie said she would reveal his secret before she died, she never did. And all she said was that people in the area were walking on gold and they didn't even know it. And finally, the last one. So that one is as maybe you can read it.
No.
This side tells the story of that Abbé Saunier.
Okay, so that's all it's.
This side tells the story of that Abbé Saunier.
This is on the pamphlet, too.
Yeah.
So this is just a bigger version of the pamphlet. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and exit. And that is pretty much that. Didn't you say escape will get you fast out of things? This doesn't work for me. He said escape will work fast, but it don't work for me. Alright, Gabriel Knight. So, Nate, if you're still there, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer Gabriel Knight, Tim Curry version, or do you prefer Gabriel Knight, Dean Erickson version? Each had their own. I thought that like the Dean Erickson has more of the soft Southern tones. It's kind of like Tim Curry has to force himself to be a little, but I like Tim Curry. I like what he brings to Gabriel Knight. But it seems like Dean Erickson's was a much more softer sounding Gabriel Knight, if you will. I'm really hoping that Chad's going to play. It's really awkward. Well, Kitty, I know you're gone, but I really, really, truly hope that you start feeling better very, very soon. Okay, so we've learned a lot about Saunier, who is the abbe of Rene de Chateau, and he finds a secret. Obviously, he's gotten paid off by something. He's come back. He's totally rebuilt the town, built this fancy mansion for him and his housekeeper. And when he died, nobody knew exactly what had happened or why he had come into all this wealth, except for a mysterious statement from the housekeeper saying that people were living on gold and they didn't even, a gold mine, and they didn't even know it. So can we use the buzzer and buzz Mosley's butt down here?
I could, but maybe I should wait until Jean's elsewhere.
Oh, Jean's elsewhere now. Jean just left. Went around the corner. Jean Valjean just rang for Mosley. So hopefully, Nate, you're starting to feel better too. Hopefully the sinuses will lift up and you will not be feeling awful, and definitely not get really sick like you did last year. Okay, now Mosley was told not to leave his passport in the hotel room. So this is like a test of the security system.
I better get out of here before Mount Everest returns.
Okay. Do we have now what it takes to make the mustache? Oh no. Nothing but me larking around the halls. Nothing to see, nothing to do here.
It's Mosley's gold Caldwell Banker style blazer. He's had this since the Saturday Night Fever premiere. It's Mosley's.
I thought he left his passport in his back pocket.
Maybe.
Now, what is it, Knight?
I can't think of anything to talk to Mose.
Can you just reach in there and touch Mosley's butt?
See ya.
Yeah.
Then get out of here, you wanker. So the passport was not in the inventory.
I don't think so.
Maybe we ring the bell again.
Maybe we should save the game.
Well, I thought you were in there. All right. So, if you do this and do escape, you'll go faster.
Yeah. Oh, maybe try to talk to those women too.
I already did. They talked about why they moved to the room. They said that the other guy was Muslim and he wanted to face east. Okay, John Bell John has left the area.
Or if you can wait for him to come down, if you see. 'Cause I seem to remember that you see the passport sticking out of his pocket or something.
Well, that time he didn't even come down.
Maybe you just have to wait.
I mean, after all, it is Mosley. So, I mean, he just might be taking his sweet ass time. Here he comes. Okay, go ahead and try to click on him and see if you can see his passport out of the back of his pocket. He's occupied with John, so maybe...
Oh, it's no good. He's already seen me. Oh, it's no good. He's already seen me.
So maybe you gotta hide. Maybe you gotta, like...
Oh, and he goes over to the candy.
Okay. Maybe you gotta just hide in this alcove where where he's not really seeing you. But don't you need to press the bell? All right, he's gone. Hang on just a second. What are you doing, naughty bad cat? Gotta hide somewhere where he won't see you.
Oh, it's no good. He's already seen me.
Mm-hmm.
Ow, I'm hiding over here.
Cause he saw you walking over.
Oh, it's no good. He's already seen me.
Well, Mosley needed some exercise anyway. John is there, so you can't press the button.
could, but maybe I...
Okay, now he's going. Oh, where do you want to take him?
Maybe have him go up the stairs or something after you press the button.
I can't get up the stairs. Okay, now I'm upstairs. So do I go back down the stairs
Yeah,
then?
well, I mean, I think if you follow after him maybe or something.
It'd be probably faster if you do this, especially since the angle is all really weird.
Wait.
Here it comes. He came down. He's on the other steps. Okay, now you're gonna bump into
Oh,
him.
it's
Try
no
to grab
good.
him.
He's already seen me. Oh, it's no good. He's already...
Maybe he wouldn't see you here. Could be hiding in the phone booth or something. Maybe Mosley wouldn't see you there. No, Sean is there. One thing I've noticed though is if you do press that button, then it seems to get him moving. So he turns. He turns to leave. It's like somebody keeps messing with the button. I'm gonna find out who the little bastard is, and I'm gonna kick in their ass. So how long do we hide behind here?
I don't know.
See there. No. It seems like the obvious place to go, but he obviously is not coming unless he's just walking walking like a snail or slow like a turtle.
No, not 31.
Do you know where to go?
No.
Okay. Because hiding there didn't seem to be an option. Can we go in the dining room? Because Mosley couldn't have seen us there. Mosley, are you coming down the steps or not? I think we must not have done something right because we're just definitely not.
Okay, yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking about.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, try whatever you were thinking about. Let's see. Let's go. because he likes peppermints. Put a piece
Yeah,
of
so I was
candy.
trying to remember if it was like hiding a piece of candy somewhere or putting it and he'd like stop and pick it
You
up.
know, it reminds me of Peter Griffin. Oh, look, piece of candy.
No, that was Peter Wood. Or not Peter, James Wood.
Oh yeah, James Wood. Oh, look, piece of candy. So we can get him to stop somewhere and mess with the candy. And a peppermint for later.
Just in case.
A peppermint to go. Because you never know when you need a peppermint in your life. Alright, bring Mosley down. He's going to stop for the candy. Stop for the candy.
If I could get him to stop somewhere.
That's what we needed. That's the hint we needed. Alright, he
There he
stopped.
goes. And there's the passport. Because I remember at one point,
So like crazy too.
I see.
Well, he's trying to steal a passport out of the back pocket. Hi, AC White Raven.
well, he's an adventure game player,
Hi, AC
so
White
that means
Raven.
you're
Welcome to the stream. Thanks for
you steal
stopping
stuff.
by. Have a
Everything.
great day. Obviously, save. How's today going for you, AC White Raven? What I don't understand was what was Mosley doing? All he had to do was pick up a piece of candy and get the hell out of there. Was he like sniffing the... Okay. Frankton. His name is Frankton?
Franklin.
Oh, Franklin. Franklin Mosley.
Pick up place of birth, Louisiana.
Oh, we're doing awesome. Just hanging
Some
out here
people think
playing the
I
Gabriel
give
Knight.
America a bad name.
Can you take a marker and like start drawing on it? Somebody
That
defaced my...
The mustaches should help disguise the obvious disparity between his face and mine. Unfortunately for Mose, things aren't quite that simple in real life. The mustaches should help disguise the...
So if we try to put on the... If we try to put on the hat and the beret right now?
Also born in Louisiana. Looks like you can sort of see when he was born, maybe 63 or something. Which I think is about right, because I think he was supposed to be about 30 in the first game or something. So.
We're doing awesome.
I think that'll pass for a black mustache, but it's not gonna stay on my lip without help, despite my intense animal magnetism.
So use a little maple syrup or something to glue it. There you go. The things we do to solve a
It's
case.
crude, but it just might work. It's a black mustache. Sort of.
Sniff, sniff.
So head over to the bike shop. Can you now use the parts and pieces to get our bike? Mosley, we'll see you later, buddy. Couldn't have
They're
happened to
busy
Irate
map
Tonto.
gazing.
Is there a use command?
The coat's a start, but if I really want to do a Mosley look, I'm gonna have to put some stuff with it. I'm not really a
Can you
hat
combine
person
the
myself.
hat and the
That's more
mustache
like
and the
something
coat all together?
Mosley would wear. It's crude, but it... Now that's a Mosley outfit. No peeking.
All right, so we have made ourselves a passport so we can get Mosley's bike.
He pulls back his hair.
Hey, is this where y'all rent mopeds?
Oui. May I see your passport? Ah, Monsieur Mosley. Yes, I have a reservation for you. One moment.
Oh, they also make it the dude has thick glasses.
You may have any bike in the lot, monsieur.
I can. Heck, I guess I'll take this big old hog hair. How much is that?
100 francs a day.
Looks like we got us a deal.
There you are,
Not
monsieur.
only did we
You pay
steal
when you
Mosley's
return the bike.
identity,
Golly, thanks.
not
But
only did we
wait,
steal
the
Moses'
toll booth
identity,
gets my
but we
special
also
treasure chest
you
package.
charging him
You get the binoculars
price
and
a
the shovel
day.
with that.
Oh, great.
Best of luck, monsieur. If you strike it rich, you will remember poor little Bigot, will you
Oh
not?
yeah, you're right
That's
on our
right.
giving
I
list.
will not. Thank you so much. Whew, man, the things I'll do for a decent back. Oh, I better put this stuff back before Mosley has a conniption.
Do you think the drawing on his passport? Stealing his passport was really cool. Stealing his credit card.
In the first game, yeah.
The first game. We have no problem stealing from Mosley.
Good old buddy. Hopefully we paid him back in the first game.
I've seen
Well-
enough of that room for the moment. It already has that I've
Okay,
seen enough
so-
of that.
Yeah, okay.
So
At least it's
then we're
giving
gonna
you an
assume we
indication.
put back the stuff and
Yeah.
didn't steal.
I mean, you don't
it.
have it anymore, so.
Yeah.
Keys to the Harley.
I mean, besides the fact we defaced his passport.
Do we still have the marker? We do.
We need it for something else.
It's a black magic marker.
Oh no! Maybe we sniff it every once in a while. Did you ever do that as a kid? All the
The-
different like rainbow markers and things that had scents.
Well, I'm thinking more about the cases where
Save the game. We're mobile.
I'm thinking more about the cases where you'd have the whiteboard markers. Those are strong.
I never sniffed the whiteboard marker.
You don't have to. You can just be writing on the board and
And no wonder the professors were always seeming so high, huh? X squared. Damn it. No, I'm talking about the fruit scented flavored markers that like strawberry and cherry and orange and mints and stuff. That, yay, see, we're mobile. Did you save?
yes.
This is the, what was it? I'm
Train
sorry.
station.
I couldn't see it.
Train station.
Thank you.
Wow, classic chassis.
I'm back physically here, mentally, who knows where I am. Boy, I have had those kind of days. Welcome back, Cinemasker. Hope
He
you're
might have
doing
been around
okay.
last night.
Mentally and physically. We're doing awesome. Just playing some more Gabriel Knight. All right, here we go.
Hi there.
Oh, it's you. Haha. You are feeling better, I hope. That was a nasty bump you had on the head last night.
Sure. You took me over to Rennes-le-Chateau, right?
Yes, you must remember the car. You said it had a smell like the garlic. Probably my dog Fifi. He loves to eat the garlic and then he...
Yeah, well, thanks for jogging my memory.
Dogs don't eat
Oh,
garlic.
it's my pleasure, monsieur.
You were here last night. Did you see two men with a trunk come out of that station just before I did?
Yes, but they didn't need a ride from me.
No? What'd they do?
They drove off, monsieur.
Yes, but how? Did they have a car parked here?
No. Well, yes, I guess it was parked at the time.
Could you tell me exactly what you saw? Two men with a trunk came out of the train station and...
I'm having a hard time remembering.
Oh, does he need money? Compensation?
I get the feeling he's holding out on me. He must want something.
Wonder what we have that he might want, because I don't think we even have a dime to our name, do we?
Talk about you're rich from all the money you stole.
I
from
know,
the
but
Voodoo
it's not
Hardcore.
like we.
Maybe click your wallet on him or something.
Well, here's the bike keys. We're not giving the bike away.
I bet he knows something.
Go to your inventory, select your wallet.
How do I get to my end? Oh.
Nope, those don't work together.
Yeah. I was saying, nope, those don't work together, Chad.
I get the feeling he's holding out on me. He must want something.
Well, he's not getting my bike. I can tell you that right now. All right, let's just take a look
It's
at
the
him.
guy who drove me to Rennes Chateau. I don't remember any of it.
Would you like a peppermint? You're not getting my bike. What's this? Hold on.
That key really comes in handy when I want to get into my room.
Okay. Would you like a water bottle?
I don't think I want to show that to him.
How about a black marker? I heard they're going, they're very unique. Not.
I don't think I want to show that to him.
Okay, what do you want to show to him, Gabriel Knight? You didn't want money. He didn't want the money. Okay, hang on. You sure he didn't want the wallet? Yep, that's what he wanted. He wanted the wallet. Now tell me why that didn't work, and don't tell Chad.
My memory needs more help than that, monsieur.
Oh man, we only have a couple bucks in our wallet. Damn. What do you want? My cards? All right, here's another franc. Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Now, I tell you. There was waiting a car, monsieur. Maybe for an hour. Then the two men came out, they get in the car, and voila.
What kind of car?
Very nice, very fine. It does not smell like the garlic, this car.
What was the make?
It was a sedan. As to the make, my eyes are not so good.
Oh
You
no.
want more money?
No, monsieur. My eyes are really not so good.
Okay.
Oh. Well, what about color?
Black, very black, this car.
And the driver?
Not old, well dressed. Oh, and the trunk. Like it was the Queen's china they handled that trunk. Into the back seat it went, not even in the boot.
One more thing. Which way did they go?
The same way I took you, monsieur, toward Rennes-le-Château.
Okay, so, but we know that the trunk had holes in it, and we're suspecting that's where they put the baby. And they're not going to just toss the baby. This is a very special baby, so they're going to just be tossing around the back seat of the car. Is there anything else to look at?
The great and magnificent Ceuta train station.
Ceuta train station.
Were you able
Good
to
thing that
get more
sign's
information
there.
from
I
him?
swear
Yes,
this was a garage.
I had to give my money.
That's what I told you.
I tried it and clicked it once, and it said it didn't go together. But I tried it again, and then this time it worked.
The French really enjoy
What did he
their
tell you?
barrels, don't
He
they?
told me
Cheap
that
seating
the two
and
men
storage
came off the
facilities in
train,
one.
went into a black car that had been waiting there for about an hour, and when they picked up the trunk, they handled it like china, and they put it in the back seat, not in the trunk, and that it didn't smell like garlic. I remember a part with the binoculars and somewhere on here that you have to do some binocular stuff.
Ashtrays are to the French.
Excuse me.
Yesterday was Wednesday, so the only trains that came in were from Nice, Paris, Madrid, and Rome. There is no Naples route. In other words, Bucilli is lying. Either he didn't take the train at all, or he didn't take the one he says he took.
Gotcha. Hello.
There's a girl in
She
the
already
ticket
had
booth.
some, didn't she?
That's helpful.
Wink, 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 wink.
You said you had
Hello,
coffee
wink.
already.
Welcome to the stream.
Hello there, mademoiselle.
Bonjour. Where is it
Go
you
have
wish
coffee
to go?
if you haven't had
I'm
it.
already there.
If you haven't had it.
I want to ask you a few questions.
Oui. All right.
Do you have a record of a man getting off the Naples train last night?
There was no train from Naples last night, monsieur. We have very limited service.
Is that so? What trains did come in?
We have a set schedule, monsieur. The trains are listed on the board.
You can
What
read
other
it there.
trains had passengers disembark last night?
Un moment. There was one passenger from Rome, none from Madrid, two from Nice earlier in the day.
Wait a minute. One from Rome, two. Why not
Great,
three? There should be
thanks.
three of us, right?
Did two men with a trunk come in from Paris yesterday evening?
We had 3 arrivals last night from
Ah.
Paris, but I have no idea who they were.
Do you know where they went?
Mais no. We only keep a record of the number who arrive, and only that because there is some talk of cutting service to Guiza. We have few visitors, and most of them come by auto.
Okay, Rome.
At the Rome at the 11:30.
Ooh, yum. Nothing like a little grit mixed with ash and used butts.